testing experience a better one. With the coming testing recommendation app and the automatic shipping of in-home test kits, you can really think of BeforeWeDo as the Uber for sexual health.
Thank you. Such an honorable introduction. Yeah, thanks a lot, Deb, for the introduction. An honor to be here on stage and talk about such an important topic today. So as she correctly said, we enable individuals to test for their STDs at home, making the whole process a bit more convenient and private. And in that process, first we want to learn about sexual health before we get tested. And in the management part, we want to know what specifically is relevant for us. And just in our experience, this is where a lot of individuals, a lot of men and women out there, they just lack the knowledge or even don't want to know the details of sexual health, as probably many of you can understand. So let's create an account here, and this is the development version, so you get an exclusive preview. We just create an account with an email. So first it's going to ask us some questions about ourselves. Let's say Monica is a very young girl, a woman. She just came to San Francisco to study in college. So she's female, let's say she is Hispanic, and she only has male sexual partners in San Francisco. Let's go on. And now it's going to ask some confidential questions about the sexual history. So there was no infection in the last 12 months. Let's say she had one partner, one boyfriend she had unprotected sex with, no heroin use, she's also not positive. So all these questions, they really tie into matching her with the right set of recommendations. What we now see is we start here with vaccinations, because Monica is in a very young age where she's still eligible for an HPV shot, which will protect her against cancerous strains of the virus. And also we see the recommended screenings. And interestingly, although she did not really have a high-risk sex life, we see annual recommendations for chlamydia and gonorrhea screenings, and once HIV. So these are based on the California Public Health Department's STD testing recommendation and the United States Preventive Task Force. All right, and so this is a development version, so we can very quickly change our gender. It's a little more long-term process in real life to change your gender, but we just do it. And since we are in San Francisco, let's just say we take the best from both worlds. And since we live close to the Castro, we had a little bit more partners, and let's say seven partners. So we're slightly increasing our risk here. And let's go back to our dashboard. Now we see a new component, health alerts. And that appears because within the last 12 months, health alerts were issued for San Francisco in specific. What we see is there was a strong increase in syphilis, and there was also a traveling of meningitis going on between San Francisco and New York City, which I think all organizations here are based in. Nothing to do with that. And then besides the vaccinations, we also see a more rigid screening recommendation. So every 3 months you have HIV, gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia, and that's just a lot of testing that patients here need to adhere to. So the next step here, we help our users to find testing in their neighborhood, or, and this is where our business comes in, we also alternatively ship them in-home tests. And can we just switch to the other camera, please? So in case you've never seen them, they're quite new, approved by the FDA. Can we switch to the camera here? That would be fantastic. I'll first show you the HIV test. So this one is from Oracle. Gives you the results within 20 minutes based on your saliva, 1 stripe, 2 stripes. So it's basically like a pregnancy test. Just really increases convenience and privacy. And the next one is, you might recognize this as a urine collector cup, and you would then fill in your urine into this transport tube, which just makes it possible to do your urine collection and testing remote with a lab. So just adding, again, more convenience. So yeah, in case you are, we believe this is a game changer, because especially in this country, it's such a stigmatized topic. And if you believe the same, would love to talk to you afterwards or answer any questions, and of course let you play with the equipment. Okay, thank you very much.